Hey guys, okay, this will be the last video I make on this for a while. I want to show the filters today. I made a drum kit out of just samples with my mouth. Okay, that became a pitched sample. What else we got? So that's an open hi-hat. That became a snare. That was a closed hi-hat. That became a kick. Right, so if we go down to the preset, so I set the filter cutoff frequency to be controlled by the modulation wheel. So there, how easy. So this sampler has a reputation for filters. Once you start using it, you find out why. So I've got that set up for in a way for a bass. I think I had it set up. So I'm going to put the effects up. I do have the effect board in here, but listen to this. It's got problems. But it distorts in a really cool way. So I happen to like that. I'll turn it up even more. So yeah, it's broken, but I love it. I don't care that it's distorted. I love the distortion. So I don't really want to pull it apart and try and fix it because I like that. So I guess I'll show you a couple of things. If you want to assign your cutoff frequency to the modulation wheel, I think it was in preset management. No, it's in preset definition. Real-time controls, mod control. So you get onto that page, you use your arrow or your cursor buttons, whatever you call them, arrow buttons, and you can change what it does. Anyway, there mustn't be anything going on elsewhere to make that do anything, but you definitely have filter cutoff on there. So that's how you do that. And then, so if you want to start adjusting zones manually, select the zone, hit the key, C1 to C1. I'll show you, so in dynamic processing, that's also, so once you've selected the zone you want to alter, then you can go through and have a look at what you've got available. So in the filter page, you can select your Q control, your cutoff, and what filter you want. There's heaps of filters in here. So you got the low pass that are specific to this model. You got 2 high pass, band pass, got country band pass, which I think is essentially a notch filter. Although with your Q control, you can either go up or down with your notch, so it doesn't just cut, you can also boost. I believe it's the same story with these EQ, swept EQ. And you got phaser filters. Probably only so much I can show you. I'll come back with the pitch sample and show you again. And then this is the ESI low pass. So this apparently was on the other models too. So that if you want the low pass from your old samples on previous machines to be compatible, you got this. I think it's the pick of them, of the low pass anyway. It's awesome. I'll just show you what happens when you crank up the Q control. It really thins out the bass away from the notch when you bring the Q up. So I find it works really good with no Q at all. Also known as resonance, no resonance. So I'll go and find there you go. Crank up the resonance. So yeah, it's not the best resonance in the world, but the filter itself is really nice. So yeah, I'll show you some of the other filters then. But before I do, look, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to select the zone. So right. Now I'm going to go to dynamic setup, go one page across. So this is where it's so easy to pitch your samples up and down using the real-time processing. This sampler just sounds really warm and lush. I'll just turn the effect off. Okay, it's kind of cheesy, but whatever. Alright, we use that and then we'll go back to our filter. I'll show you the other filters. So bottom feeder just distorts the low end. Vocal ooh-ah. Vocal I, probably a bit useless doing it on an actual vocal sample. So yeah, heaps of phaser filters and flanger and EQ. So obviously these will be good for pads, slowly modulating them. Yeah, there's my broken effect board distortion effect. That's pretty much, I mean, the other stuff in dynamic processing. So you've got your LFO as well. You can set the rate, the shape that you want. You know, you've got a square, sawtooth, sine and triangle. Delay, you know, how long it takes before the effect of the LFO kicks in. Variation is pretty cool. That's good for setting up pads, so it'll change the LFO rate depending on the pitch that you're playing on the keyboard. So that puts a lot of variation into the sound. At the moment I've got it, I do have it affecting the cutoff as well, so I'm controlling it with the mod wheel. And then the LFO is also adding a bit more movement to the cutoff. You can set it to pitch, to the VCA for tremolo, to the pan for panning effects. I mean, what happens if I chuck it onto pitch? It's pretty subtle. I guess if I crank up the speed. I find the LFO is pretty subtle in this. Put a delay on so you can hear it kick in. Assuming. Yeah, you can hear it there. It's pretty subtle. Compared to like a synth. Yeah, there's so much you can do with this sampler, and it is easy. Like once you're up and running and you've learned how to set zones and then edit your zones, which you do there. Like I said, you just select it, select your zone, which. So if we wanted to go back to the drums, you can select any of them and edit away. The other thing I should show you actually, we'll just cancel that. In dynamic processing, the auxiliary envelope. That's awesome. You can take like, hang on a sec, hang on, wait, let's go back. Let's go and select a zone. All right, we'll go for the kick, yep. Now we'll go back to the envelope. So that's how I made my kick out of that. So that's the original sample. The auxiliary envelope, it's good. So you just pitch it down. I think I've changed the attack time to stop that happening. And that's the other thing I'll show you. It's one last thing. It's got the sustain and the release at the bottom. When you get to the bottom and you want to get to release, don't bother trying to press right. Doesn't work. You got to hit down again to get over there. Yeah, okay. That's it. I hope you've learnt a few things out of these videos on the ESI4000. And I hope you're inspired, if you have one of these, to pull it out and start taking advantage of what it can do. Cool. Bye.